So quick bit about the food, but also let me give you some background on this table. Like Hanson said, it was designed and built precisely for tonight's dinner, but this table has been in the works for a long time, maybe since people started making tables. So this is the table. I don't know, not 2.0, but 10,000.0 or something. Nonetheless, I think of the table as arguably the first architecture. Shelter was a given. Table's one of the first, if not the first, intentional space. A lot of things have happened around the table. And one of the things that has been very frustrating is as we've gone to collecting culture in a different sort of way. We used to collect culture via telling stories or writing it down on clay tablets, and it got lost for thousands of years. But now we tell stories via digital media, via audio, via visual, and we put it out to the world. In the center is an old telephone pole. And the notion of the suspended, tensile kind of space that it really speaks to me about communication and telling stories. And obviously the telephone was an advancement that we still use. So that's some of the work that's gone into it. We literally got together, Chase, Scott, and the guys over at Northrop Case, am I saying that right? Northrop Case, really talented woodworking shop that donated all of their time to make this, so we could have this conversation because they believed in it.
So from your introductions, we know you all are already excited to talk to each other, but just to kick it off, our first question is really, what is the value of a degree today? And that can be from any perspective, like you yourself, how do you value your individual degrees? Assume we have some people here. And then also when you're hiring, what is the value of a degree when you're looking at a potential new employee? So I think dinner is on its way shortly, and
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy. We give a round of applause.
I think you should start with the question. Okay, start with this question. What's the value of the degree? I think as someone who runs a business and hires a lot of people, there's strong signaling going on with a degree. And I think the signal is along two vectors. One is how hard was the program and school that you went through? So I have a sense of how hard you can work. So my brother went to MIT, and I spent about a year and a half there hanging out with him and some MIT folks after I graduated from college. And what those folks are put through is way beyond what I was put through at college. And I went to a pretty decent school. So the signal to me when I get a resume from someone from MIT is that this person can take a serious beating from their work and keep ticking and finish it and go through to the end. And the other signal is the social proof signal of who were you in school with, and what social network do you bring with you when you come to work with me. And those are extremely, I think, valuable from an organization's perspective. And those two signals still come through pretty loud and clear.
I think that's right. For me, the degree is not actually the first thing I look at.
I'm sorry?
I said, for me, the degree, when I'm hiring, the degree is not the first thing I look at. Right? The first thing I look at is, if it's a creative position, portfolio. Portfolio speaks to me much wider than degree. Because you can have a brilliant artist, who's never gone to school, is going to get a lot more consideration from me than one who's got a great degree, even from an MIT. Same with engineering, same with design. So the portfolio speaks to me much wider, much louder than the degree. I agree in terms of the value I do place on a degree is indeed the stick-to-itiveness, the ability to seek something all the way through to completion, which is, you need an indicator of that because you're counting on that when a person comes in to work for you. So it is a factor, but it's not my top factor.